Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. My name is Joseph Oyokola, and this is Newspaper Review. To begin the news this morning, here are the headlines. Adeleke imposes first curfew on warring Ocean communities. INEC delayed 7,746 deceased persons from voter register. Federal government not involved in setting fuel price, says Minister. RT promises support for NDLEA in fight against drug abuse. Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu offers 1 million naira challenge to law students. Now to the news in details. The Independent National Electoral Commission has announced that 774,000 deceased voters were removed from the National Voter Register in 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory as of December 2022. Director of Voter Education and Publicity, Victoria Etamesi, disclosed this to newsmen on Thursday. According to INEC, the thorough cleaning of the voter register is usually done before every general election. In the 2023 post-general election review in December 2024, INEC highlighted challenges with cleaning up the voter register, despite improvement in the voter registration process that added 12,298,944 new registrants. One major issue is the difficulty in removing deceased persons due to gaps in official death record. The Commission also identified the problem of double or multiple registrations, which was addressed by deploying the automated biometric identification system. This process flagged and removed 2,780,756 cases of invalid registrations, representing 22.6% of all new registrants nationwide. INEC further noted concerns about declining voter turnout. The 2023 Presidential National Assembly election recorded a turnout of 27.5%, down from 35.6% in 2019. Some stakeholders attributed this decline partly to an inflated voter register and called for more rigorous efforts to clean it. Stakeholders at the review recommended that INEC should strengthen collaboration with agencies such as the National Population Commission and the National Identity Management Commission to identify deceased persons. For more details, please visit Punch newspaper. INEC declared and delete 7,746 deceased persons from voter register. In the meantime, Oyo State Governor Ademola Adeleke on Thursday imposed a fresh curfew on Ilobu and Ifo communities following the outbreak of another clash between the neighboring towns. The umbrella body for the indigenes of Ifo Orodu in Oyo State, Ifo Progressive Union, had alleged that some gunmen from Ilobu stormed the Akpunpororo area shooting, causing panic among the residents. Shedding further light on the incident, the Secretary, Board of Trustees, Ifon Orulu Progressive Union, Jide Akinyoye, explained that the latest attack on the town started in the Hell House of Tuesday. According to him, gunshots were heard in Udoji and Golden Gate areas of Ifo, noting that many residents trying to escape from areas have been displaced. But the Otunjagun of Ilobo, Chief Goke Ogunsola, while responding to questions from the newsmen, said it was gunmen from Ifo that attacked residents of an area belonging to Ilobo. Ogunsola, who called on the state government to protect the Ilobo community from Ifo gunmen, said he received calls from residents living along the boundary with Ifo, who alleged that gunmen from the neighboring community had attacked the area. Giving an update on the action taken by the government to arrest the situation, the State's Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. Kolapo Halimi, in a statement obtained in Osogbo on Thursday, said the curfew starts by 7 p.m. and hence by 7 a.m. daily. The government also said a contingent of all security personnel comprising the army, police, and civil defense had been deployed to warring communities to foster further anarchy. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Adeleke imposes fresh curfew on warring Osun communities. Meanwhile, Abia State Governor Alex Otti has advocated a multifaceted approach with intelligence-driven strategies in combating drug abuse. Otti spoke on Thursday when he received the delegation of the new state commander, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Nnadi Wilfred, in Iwosi, in the Atlagua South local government area of the state. He frowned at the involving nature of the drug menace and its impact on criminal activities in the country. The government, through the governor, also underscored the need for collaborative efforts between government and security agencies in combating all forms of crime and drug-related offenses, assuring that the state government would give the needed support to fight all forms of criminality in the state. According to him, the fight against drugs has metamorphosed into something a bit more difficult because society is now dealing with a wide range of issues. Also, the governor also emphasized the role of education in crime prevention and expressed optimism that with the free and compulsory education for school-aged children in primary and secondary school, children vulnerable to drug abuse and criminality will reduce significantly. Earlier, the state commander, NDLEA, said that he came on a familiarization visit, having resumed as the NDLEA commander last December. He expressed his gratitude to Otti and his wife, Priscilla, for their involvement in carrying out awareness campaigns against drug abuse, as well as the rehabilitation of illicit drug users. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. Otti promises support for NDLEA in fight against drug abuse. In another development, the Minister of State Petroleum Resources, Oil, Eneke Lokobiri, has said the price of crude oil in the international market remains a major force in driving the fluctuation in the pump prices of petrol. He said the downstream sector is now fully deregulated, with the government no longer involved in setting prices. The minister said this at the inaugural meeting of the Petroleum Industry Stakeholders Forum held on Thursday in Abuja. Newsmen report that there have been fresh concerns over a potential increase in the pump prices of petrol after the cost of Brent, the global benchmark for crude, crossed $80 per barrel. On Monday, private depots increased the loading cost of petrol and other refined petroleum products to 950 naira per litre. However, marketers at the meeting allayed fears over the imminent rise in the price of petrol, noting it won't be immediate. Logobiri, speaking to journalists after the meeting, pointed out the deregulation ended all malfeasance associated with the petrol subsidy policy. According to him, the government is now more interested in quality control, as petrol prices are not controlled or predicted by an individual but the market forces. This news was sourced from Vanguard newspaper. Federal government not involved in setting fuel price, says Minister. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has offered 1 million naira to students of Nigerian law school. Kanu offered the money to any law student who can provide an authority where a judge granted stay of release of a person acquitted by the court. This was disclosed by Kanu's legal team led by his lead counsel, Alo Ejimako, Jude Nguayi, and Inyameka Ojiofo, Mandena Umugorogu in Abuja on Thursday. Speaking on behalf of the lawyers, Ejiofor said Mazin Nnamdi Kanu pledges to give any law student in Nigerian university the sum of 1 million naira if such student finds any precedent on stay of execution in criminal proceedings where an accused person is by such order restrained from enjoying his freedom. The legal team also insisted that Kanu's contentious detention was illegal and without any court backing. He added that it is not worthy that Onyedu's continual detention at the Department of State Security Services is illegal and not predicated on any court order. To be recalled that Onyedu was remanded on the purport that Onyedu jumped bail. This news was sourced from Daily Post newspaper. Bihavra, Nnamdi Kanu offers 1 million naira challenge to law students. So bring the newspaper review to a close this morning. A beautiful one. Here is a recap of headlines. Adeleke imposes fresh curfew on warring ocean communities. INEC delayed 7,746 deceased persons from voter register. Federal government not involved in setting fuel price, says Minister. Oti promises to support for MVLEA in fight against drug abuse. Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu offers 1 million naira challenge to law students. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review. Thank you very much for this morning, for listening to us. Right, this morning, so we checked the Punch newspaper. We picked our news from The Nation, of course, some of our news from the Vanguard newspaper. You can also pick one of the newspapers and continue reading the story for better understanding. Alright, the next time I will be coming your way, and me, my humble self, for your call, Joseph Enjoy. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.